Module objectives. By the end of this module, you will understand how editing styles influence a film's emotional tone. Analyze pacing as a tool to modulate audience immersion and tension. Learn how rhythm, cuts, and transitions build effective resonance. Explore historical, stylistic, and genre-based variations in editing for mood manipulation. Module overview. Understanding editing as emotional engineering editing, often referred to as the invisible art, is one of the most powerful tools in shaping film mood, tone, and psychological response. While cinematography captures emotion, editing controls its rhythm, duration, and intensity. At its core, editing is emotional timing, the tempo and sequence of visual information that dictates how a viewer feels, interprets, and reacts. Second types of editing and their emotional effects. A. Continuity editing, invisible editing. Purpose: maintain spatial and temporal coherence to keep viewers emotionally immersed. Mood effect. Comfort, stability, emotional flow. Technique: follows classical Hollywood logic. Shot reverse shot, 180-degree rule, eyeline match. B. Montage editing. Purpose: combine dissimilar images to provoke ideas or emotions. Mood effect: intensifies emotion, adds meaning through juxtaposition. Famous use: Eisenstein's battleship Potemkin. The Odessa step sequence evokes terror through rhythmic, disorienting cuts. C. Rhythmic editing. Purpose: cut to the beat of music or movement. Mood effect. Builds momentum, creates lyrical emotion or chaos. Used in action films, musicals, dance scenes, e.g., Baby Driver, Whiplash. D. Disjunctive nonlinear editing. Purpose: breaks traditional flow to create discomfort or contemplation. Mood effect: alienation, emotional fragmentation, tension. Used in art films, experimental cinema, and psychological thrillers, e.g., Memento, Requiem for a Dream. Third, pacing, the breadth of a film. Pacing refers to how quickly or slowly the narrative unfolds through editing choices. Emotional response is often dictated by pacing more than plot. A. Fast pacing. Rapid cuts, short shots, dynamic transitions. Mood, anxiety, urgency, intensity, chaos. Genre: action, horror, thrillers. B. Slow pacing. Long takes, few cuts, contemplative space. Mood: melancholy, suspense, serenity, loneliness. Genre: drama, art house, mystery. C. Variable pacing shifts between fast and slow to mirror emotional arcs. Used to shock or release tension, e.g., Tarantino's Inglourious Basterds. Fourth, transitions and their symbolic meaning. Transitions between scenes are often overlooked, yet they subtly shape emotional tone. Hard cut, abrupt, often shocking or urgent. Dissolve, suggests passage of time or emotional blending. Fade, in, out, begins or ends with closure or emotional finality. Wipe, slide, swish pan, often used in stylized or comic genres. Each transition is a psychological marker that guides the viewer's emotional shift. Sixth, sound and editing synchrony. Sound and editing must work symbiotically. Rhythmic alignment of image and audio intensifies emotional effect. Match on beat, aligning cuts with musical rhythm. Counterpoint editing, cutting against expected rhythm or sound, e.g., serene music over violent images, for ironic or disturbing effect. Seventh case studies in emotional editing. 1. Requiem for a Dream, 2000. Uses hyper-edits and repetitive montages to mimic drug highs and psychological decay. 2. Birdman, 2014. Edited to appear as one continuous shot, creating immersion and emotional claustrophobia. 3. The Godfather, 1972. The baptism sequence cross-cut between church and assassination evokes moral contradiction and dramatic tension. Fate. The editor, as emotional sculptor editors, must understand emotional arcs and visual grammar. Every cut should ask, what do we want the audience to feel at this moment? Great editors act as psychologists with scissors cutting not just for time, but for feeling. Hope you join EarthTab Business School in the next module. I look forward to congratulating you upon the completion of this course.